Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking episode 2 of Pop the Balloon Live on Netflix. And we're going to talk about the good and the bad and still the WTF of it all. So in 15 minutes, you guys, they only had 3 female contestants. And 2 of the 3 were black women, right? And of the 8 contestants, I believe 2 men were Hispanic, 1 man was African. It looked like 2 white dudes, and both of the white dudes were like short men or whatever. And then they had 2 black men, and then it looked like 1 that was mixed. However, 2 of them have been on reality TV before. I don't know if people peep that. Cinco is from Love Island. Real ones know. Cinco is from Love Island USA season 3. So I had a feeling that if another reality star was going to be in the lineup, that was going to be who Cinco matched with, and I'm gonna tell you why that was in a moment. So the first lady was a black woman. She was a dentist. It seemed like they really wanted to make improvements, you guys, because they got dragged last week. This week, it seemed like there was a lot of time for, the contestants to talk. I noticed everybody had on name tags. I noticed that Yvonne wasn't hovering as much on all of the potential, contestants and all of that. It allowed time for everyone to ask questions back and forth, and it felt like they were trying to be intentional and be a little bit more respectful. However, the one Hispanic dude, I didn't like the fact that he basically said he didn't like dark-skinned women. I didn't feel that was necessary for that to be for the show. I felt that the dentist, I think her issue, I just think she just came off very indecisive. And also, she had stereotypical thoughts. Anybody saying they want to be like Beyonce, Jay-Z, like what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? I just wish people, like, I understand y'all like these celebrities, but some of y'all idolize these celebrities, and y'all don't know what be going on behind closed doors. I mean, that would be an immediate pop for me if somebody was like, yeah, we could be like Beyonce and Jay-Z. I would be like, no, we're not, Pop. No. Then one of the gentlemen was African, and she asked him what tribe he was from, and he said Yoruba, and she was like, oh, you're a Yoruba demon or whatever else, and already stereotypical. And come to find out, he's actually a pharmacist, he's actually successful, but it's just things like that. And then it was like she was asking questions about astrology, but it seemed as though she wasn't even serious about the astrology questions. So it's that indecisiveness to where a lot of people started popping. Then we get to the end, of course, with the one of the dudes was the Nigerian dude, and he ended up popping because he said, with him being a Christian, you focusing in on the zodiac stuff, it's a no. So people who are all about like zodiac signs as like a personality trait, a zodiac sign, if you're this zodiac sign or that zodiac sign, y'all got dragged because they were like, no, right? So then they updated, they had one of the people from the Pop the Balloon crew give commentary and try to introduce things on the set. That this is where the couples, that if there's a match, they're going to sit here and have drinks and have conversation. It didn't seem like there was too much background noise. It seemed like all the dudes, they like to dap each other up. They were really nice to each other, all of the things. The second lady was a white lady, so she came out, and it was interesting as well, because there was this white guy who was short, and he was a dog walker, but he had the confidence. And I think ultimately that is why they became the first match of the night. So they became the first match. She liked his confidence. She liked his energy. I don't know whether or not it's going to go anywhere per se. And then they kept zooming to them in the back to see how their date was going. Third contestant, you guys, was reality star Zaina, who was on The Ultimatum, y'all. This past season of The Ultimatum, where JR was just out here acting a fool and treating her like crap and just disrespecting her, disrespecting their relationship and all of the things, y'all. Why did the header say that she was 33 years old and Zaina said she was 34? It's details like that y'all need to get together, Netflix. Like, are we lying about the age, or did you not know she was 34? Make it make sense. So there was right off the rip, y'all, she came out the bat and recognized Cinco. Recognized Cinco from Love Island, another fellow reality star, y'all. Another fellow reality star came, gave him a hug, like, oh, I didn't know you were gonna be here. And so Yvonne's like, okay, do y'all know each other? Like, how do y'all know each other? And they're like, well, we just met last weekend. And already, one of the black dudes, he popped his balloon. He was like, listen, I am not about to clock block nothing. I'm not clock blocking nothing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just take myself out. The taller Hispanic dude, who I believe is a physical therapist, he waited till like almost the end and said, I could sense there's a better connection out there, so I'm gonna pop, right? And then as well, some of these other people, I think they could sense the vibes between Zaina and Cinco. And so it came down to Cinco and this other gentleman who I feel like I've seen him on reality TV before. He was a little bit younger. I think he was like 23. But it seemed like that was the most Zaina was talking to both Cinco and this other gentleman. And nonetheless, they got to ask really meaningful questions. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Asking, what's personal to Zaina? What have you learned from your previous relationships that you feel you could grow on? So it felt like they were trying to be more intentional instead of being goofy. However, we still have the problem that this is still reality stars, right? This is still reality stars and not regular schmegular people, right? So nonetheless, Cinco said that, he's an actor, that he's a model, that he does stunts, and that his previous girlfriend, like, he felt like he was sacrificing his career for her. And I'm a little bit confused because, allegedly, Cinco's ex-girlfriend was like a nurse practitioner who also was in the fitness realm. So I'm a little bit confused on what he means that he couldn't do anything. I don't know. And then it was interesting because one of the final questions Zaina asked Cinco is if he really is single for real. Because I've heard rumors. What? But I thought y'all just met. So I took a peruse over to the Instagrammies, y'all. And they've been in each other's likes. Cinco's been in Zaina's likes since like January. And Zaina's been in Cinco's likes since like February. So even though they technically just met in person at Coachella, y'all, we do not know whether or not they've been in each other's DMs this whole time or whatever. They tried to make it seem like at the end that they didn't know each other was going to be on the show and all of this and all of that. But I kind of felt the vibe that Cinco was holding out for like an apparent reason before, he really wanted to take somebody serious. That was the vibe that I kind of got, right? because he had said on the first black woman that he felt like she was the homie, but I'm like, you said that before about CashApp on Love Island season 3. Like I'm just confused of it all, you guys. But nonetheless, if this is legit with Zaina and Cinco, I hope it lasts. I'm just a little bit concerned. I'm just very much concerned about, you know, how genuine and how far this is really going to go. Then it was awkward. There was like this lag, you know, in between where the second couple that matched versus them going back to Yvonne. It was like a lag. It was like a delay. Again, with these live episodes, like there's just things that just got to be tightened up and move along. And it was kind of like this dead space. And I was like, no. Like we got to get it together, y'all. So yeah, there's that. I honestly just feel, you guys, as long as there's going to be reality TV stars on this and Netflix trying to promote their reality stars and promote other reality stars, I feel like there's just going to be too much of a lack of substance for me. Like, we need an episode. And another thing they did too, I forgot to mention this. Once the second couple had a match, they rotated in another guy. I don't know if I like that, because I feel like you could have just saved him for another episode. But the other side of it too was he came off just very like performative. Like, oh, I don't like this one because, you know, I need you to answer me a question. I like to make sure that my girls, you know, if I have to go to the bathroom, they can sit there and wait at the bar. They don't need to follow me to the bathroom. No. What? What are you talking about? And then he just, after he gave his explanation, just popped his balloon anyways. And popped the balloon, and then the balloon gets on Yvonne. Like, what is happening? What is happening, y'all? So, nonetheless, I feel like Netflix is definitely watching and seeing the responses in the comments. I think even Arlette and BM did a video and did a post, like, to continue to support Netflix and all of this and all of that. But I feel like as long as y'all are going to continue to have these lineups of people who are not interested in the contestants, who are not interested, like in this instance, some of them were not interested in black women to begin with, we're still going to have the same problem. Like I said, what made the YouTube show what it is because it was blackity black. Everybody that was on there was into black people, right? So you're not going to deal with this foolishness of people pretending that they like black women or whatever, but really that's not the case. Really, you're just saying that to, you know, be PG and make sure you don't come off offensive. And that seemed to be the intentional, with the exception of the dude that basically said he didn't like dark-skinned women. Not cool at all, right? And said he preferred, I think, white women, Asian women, and light skin. No. So yeah, that's that I got. Better episode, but again, we need an episode reality TV free, and we need, and the other thing, the last thing, we need to be intentional about the age ranges. That's one thing that I would respect about the YouTube show. If your contestants are going to be 30 and up, all of the eligible suitors need to be 30 and up. Why is somebody going to be 34 or 35 years old and you got people in their 20s that are 23 and 25? Like make it make sense. They're not going to be taken seriously. So it's like we got to do better with the age ranges in contrast to who the contestants and everything else, or it's going to be, you know, you're too old for me, you're too young for me, and it's going to be instant pops on both ends. So we got to do better and be more intentional, and that's why it's giving a little scripted, it's still giving a little phony baloney, it's still giving a little gentrified, y'all. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.